Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. It has been quite a while, quite a while. So long that YouTube sent me an email saying that if I do not start making videos again, I am going to be dropped from the YouTube Partner Program, which I honestly don't really care at this point, but at the same time, it was kind of a wake-up call to be like, hey, just start making videos again in some way, shape, or form. So we'll see what kind of content I make, but I will be making content for at least the foreseeable future for a while. So for today, I figured I would do something quick and easy that wouldn't take a lot of editing, so I can just get a video out there to kind of start the process, and then I could start going back to the more edited, research heavy, focused videos. And today I figured, you know what? I don't really know too much about Marigold as of right now. I kind of jump in every now and then to watch a title match. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go watch a show that has all of the main, all of the people from Marigold in it, so I can see them all wrestle at least once and kind of get a general opinion on them and do a tier list, as you probably already know from the title. So as you can see here, and please forgive the jankiness of this. I didn't know what kind of tier list I wanted to make because you can do a tier list on anything, even within the same parameters, just depending on what you're judging. It could be different. So like if I were to do, for example, like attractiveness or appearance or something like that, that would be completely different than if I were to do like talent or how good of a wrestler I think they are or where on the card I believe they should be. So I landed on I'm gonna do how good they are, in my opinion. S is going to be like top tier wrestlers. They would be able to go to any kind of promotion and just kill it. They would be top card main eventers in any promotion they go to. That's how good they are. Then A would be they're really good. They might not be able to go into any promotion and dominate, but they would definitely be in the top card in any promotion that they go to. Then I have B, which is going to be the start of the mid card, but it's going to be like the best of the mid card. The people that they would thrive in any promotion. They're not exactly going to be the person that's bringing the butts to the seats, but they're going to be jungle level of entertaining. And then you got C, which is going to be the good, like, bad people, the people who aren't very good, but they're still entertaining because either they got the entertainment aspect down or they have promise, so it's nice to watch them, or they got that intensity, so it's nice to watch them. And then D is going to be they're just bad. They're not good at all. So let's start with Amare Koki. Now, Amare Koki, the amethyst butterfly, I believe her nickname is, she she's one of the actress girls wrestlers who came over and she did pretty good. I don't believe she ever got any of the belts in Marigold. If I remember correctly, they failed to get the tag belts because the first tag title champions were Mirai and Mai, if I am remembering that correctly. And she had a tag team with Chikagoto called the Twin Towers. Now, from what I could tell from watching that January 3rd show, now that was a couple months ago, so a lot of could change. They didn't really seem like they were on the best of terms. Chikagoto seemed kind of upset with Koki and vice versa. So that's interesting because I would have thought that it would have been in Chikagoto's best interest to stay as a tag team because Chikagoto was the lesser of the two, in my opinion. Amare Koki, I think she is B tier as of right now. I think she would be a solid mid card in any promotion that she goes to. She's not very good. Like, she's talented, but she's not very good. But she's got that look and that appeal. She can draw your attention, which is very important in wrestling. I don't care how good you are at wrestling. If you cannot draw someone's attention, then it doesn't matter. That's the problem that people are having with wrestlers like Ricochet or I wanted to say Will Ospreay, but Will Ospreay brings a lot of attention to himself, especially on Twitter. So Let's just stick with Ricochet. Amazing athlete, one of the most athletically gifted people on the planet. The things that he can do casually, I can never do in a million years, ever. But boring on the mic. The only reason I've ever liked him was because of his athleticism, not because he could draw me in. So that's kind of what I'm talking about with Koki on the opposite side. She's not athletically gifted in the terms of like Ricochet, but she is able to draw you in visually because she has a very pretty face, a good style, and she has an air of confidence to her. So let's go to Chiaki, the leader, I believe, of the first faction in Marigold, which I can't remember what the faction's called at this point. I will put it. Cage Match calls it Darkness Revolution, which, all right, you know, that's fine. And I like that their first group is a heel group because that makes sense. Have a heel group cheat and tick off all of the faces, and then they have to group together, and that creates another faction. I get it. In the beginning, I didn't really dislike Chiaki. I thought she was interesting and a decent wrestler, but I thought that she was too smiley to be a heel. But she has completely proven me wrong. I think she has developed really well as a heel in Marigold. From what I saw in that show, I think she's going to be great. I think she's going to do a really good job. I don't know if she's 100% like leader material, and I don't even know if Darkness Revolution has like a leader style hierarchy. They might just be you know, and everyone kind of does whatever they want kind of thing. Because, like I said, I haven't really been watching, so that's on me. That's not on them. But I thought she did really good in that show. She's a decent wrestler. I would put her in B behind Koki. Next, we have Chikagoto. She is an interesting one because, like I was saying earlier, in her tag team, when I was first watching Marigold, in her tag team with Koki, I noticed that she was the weak link. She was not what you would call very, very talented. I wouldn't even say she's very talented, and it's a stretch to say that she's talented at this point in her career. She she has potential. I could sense the fire in her. Every now and then when I was watching Stardom for a very long time, and every time a new rookie would come in, I would see them and I would judge them not based on their talent, but based on their fire, their determination. And it was very obvious. You could see it in a lot of them. Like when Kamatani and it's been so long that I can't remember her name off the top of my head anymore, but there was another person who debuted around Kamatani's, and she ended up quitting a little while later. I believe she said something about a disease or something like that. My theory was always that it was just her anxiety got too much and she couldn't handle it anymore. And that was the difference. Is with Kamatani, you could see that fire, you could see that determination, but with the other one, you couldn't. And this is not what Chica has a problem with. It's just her talent at this point. She is okay in the talent aspect, and she is okay with potential. I'm not 100% convinced one way or the other that her potential is something worth looking at. But she does have that fire, so we'll see if she rocks Lee it. Like if she just works really, really, really hard and proves me wrong and does really good thing. So she's the first one that's going to be going in C here. I don't really see her as someone who's going to achieve great things in Marigold where she is right now. Like I said, she could work really hard and prove me wrong. Hummingbird. When they announced that Hummingbird was leaving her promotion, I can't even remember what promotion it was. I immediately thought she's going to Marigold because Rossi loves lucha. Rossi loves masked wrestlers. And he grew a masked wrestler in Stardom from nothing. And here he doesn't have to start from nothing. He has already previously established wrestler who is known as a masked wrestler. And Hummingbird, I didn't really get to see too much in her because the match that she participated in was the Rumble. And while she did decent things in that, like it wasn't a good enough representation of what her skill level could be. But just based on what I saw in that match, I am excited to see her. She's got a great look. Masked wrestlers most of the time look pretty good. I think that women masked wrestlers look a little iffy sometimes because they have to do something that most men wrestlers don't have to worry about, which is the hair. Women's wrestlers' hair is very important because it's just part of their look. You can also argue that it's important for a lot of the men wrestlers too, but that's not what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about the women. And with Joshi, whether you like it or not, Joshi, a big aspect of that for most people, unless you're like the anti-establishment heels, is your appearance and how cute or attractive you are. And I think that she does a good job with her mask of implementing her hair so it doesn't look stupid. Her gear could use a little bit of work, but that's really not. I'm not judging her on gear here. I'm judging her on where I think she's talented wise. And I couldn't really get a good look at her, but as of right now, I think that she's going to be in C above or above Chiaki or Chika. That's where she seemed right now. Next, we got Kazuna Tanaka, the Nepo baby, the second generation, I think second generation, either second or third generation wrestler. This is one of the ones that I was very excited about because Rossi knows how to pick unpolished gems. He just has this talent where he can see what they will become if they put their heart into it before anyone else. I mean, look at what he did with Mayu. She was not great when she started. She was pretty bad. And now she's considered one of the best wrestlers in the world. In my opinion, she's the best out of the Freedom. I've gotten into arguments with people about that, but that's my opinion. So, Kazuna Tanaka, she's not very skilled yet. She has a long way to go. She's a rookie essentially. She's very new. She has a great look, very cute, and she has that fire. You can see it. Almost everyone in Marigold, you can see the fire. And that's why I'm going to put her up here above Chika, but she's still in a C right now. I don't see her being anything above or below that right now. Next, we'll go to Komomo Minami. She's a tough one because I said that almost no one in Marigold I couldn't see fire in, and she's one of the ones where I'm not convinced that there's any fire there yet. But she has a great look. She's definitely determined. You can tell that she is trying. But whether she is trying, I don't even want to say whether she's trying her hardest or not because I don't know her. I don't know how hard she's trying. But that fire, that's not always a thing that you can like learn. It's almost like a thing that you're born with. Like, do you have passion about this or not? And also that sounds bad because I'm kind of implying she doesn't have passion for it, which who am I to say that? I don't know her, but it's just what I see. I'm gonna put her a D right now, and I am looking forward to her proving me wrong if that is where it goes, because she has a great look. She could do great things. Mai Sakurai. Now, this is an interesting one. She's one of the wrestlers that came from Stardom. Not originally, but you know what I mean. She came from Stardom. I did not like her. I did not like Mai Sakurai in Stardom. I thought she was bad. I thought she had zero potential, and I did not like her character. But I thought she fit in pretty well with Cosmic Angels. She left Cosmic Angels and joined DDM, and all of a sudden she started winning, and that's when I was like, all right, nothing changed except for her title. DDM as opposed to Cosmic Angels. She should not be winning all of a sudden. She did not get better. So when she was announced to be one of the ones that joined Marigold, I was like, all right, whatever. That's fine. You need a low card in any promotion. And then the days started going. The shows started happening, and I was like, okay, huh. And I started watching more and more, and I was like, huh. And then I watched this show. So it was Mai versus Miku Aono. And I will say this. I was wrong. I was 100% wrong. Mai Sakurai does have that potential. Mai Sakurai does have that fire. And Mai Sakurai shut my big mouth. Because, wow. I have not seen someone improve that much in that short of a time since Leo Onozaki. Now, Leo Onozaki never got good. Don't get me wrong. But she went from terrible to, okay, she might be something here right before she retired. For the first time, we're giving it an A. Now we're moving on to Megaton. Now, I have seen a couple of her stuff. And unfortunately, it seems like now is now going to be a part of that. Because, like, the last couple shows that I've noticed that I've paid attention to, that I haven't watched, but I paid attention to, like the matches and the booking and whatnot, now has been Gigaton for the last ones, and I'm not very happy about that. I want her to go back to being Now. I like Now, as you guys know, she's my favorite wrestler. So, unfortunately, I feel like she's been corrupted by Megaton, and she's now going to be a stupid comedy wrestler for the foreseeable future. Anyway, Megaton, she seems interesting. She's not a good wrestler, and her comedy, for the most part, is like slapstick visual. So I don't really have to rely on subtitles to kind of get the humor for the most part, which is always good. But I think that I'm going to throw her right here on C, below Chica. She is I don't know if I would say a welcome addition to Marigold, because there's a place for someone like her on every kind of roster, but it's too early for me to tell. Next, we got Miku Aono. I've always been a big fan of Miku Aono. She's one of the only, back in the day when I was like really hardcore watching Stardom and covering Stardom, she was one of the only non-Stardom wrestlers that I actually bought merch of. Her lariat was amazing. Her drop kick was amazing. I loved her. And I believe she is an A. Uh, I wouldn't put her in an S, because while she is really good and really good, like really amazing, I think that she still has more room before she can reach an S tier as of right now. I don't think that she could go to any promotion and be the top card, is what I'm saying. Like, and be the main event star, be the red belt holder, or the equivalency in whatever promotion. All right, next we're going to go to Mirai. I'm a big fan of Mirai. She's in my top 5. I think she really changed from her jump from Stardom to Marigold. In Stardom, I did not like her. You guys know this. I made it very clear. So when I found out that she was one of the ones that was coming to Marigold, I was like, all right. It's not the Stardom wrestler I would have chosen, but whatever. And boy, just like Mai, she proved me wrong. Holy cow. This woman, you can tell that she lives and breathes trying to get better. Because as of right now, based on the commentary, she's the locker room leader after Julia left. 2, she is always pulling out some kind of new move. She's doing, and the moves are good and interesting. They're not like, how do I say it, redundant or boring. She has an amazing lariat. Man, she's amazing. And then she's a natural baby face. She's that underdog. She has that underdog vibe that still works even when she's champion. So I'm expecting amazing things from her. But just because I said all that, and because she's my favorite, I have to think hard about whether I'm being biased or not. And if I'm going purely off of how talented they are, like in terms of in-ring skill, and entertainment and all that, I don't think she's an S yet. But she's definitely an A. And the top A right now. Next, we have Misa Matsui. I love Misa Matsui. I love high speed wrestlers. You guys know this. I love Starlight Kid. I love the Zumi. I love Saki. Uh, her skill in the ring, not her personality, because she was bland as a blank piece of paper. But Misa Matsui does not have that problem. She's very adorable, very cute, especially with her new get up. Her when she now that she's bad, she has like a gothic Lolita style. I think that's what the Japanese call it, and she's killing it. She has the perfect face, the perfect like frame, like everything for that kind of style. She is killing it. I think she is probably one of the best people in Marigold in terms of skill in the ring. And then now she has one of the best characters in Marigold. So now I just kind of debate S or A. Could she be the ace, the top of the company at any promotion she goes to? And honestly, no. So she's going in with an A right here. She's below Miku, but she is above Mai. But she is an A. Could she be an S one day? I hope so, because I really like Misa Matsui. Next, we got Nagisa Tachibana. Now, Nagisa Tachibana is bad. All of the rookies are bad. All of the Gravier rookies are bad. None of them are good. They are not good wrestlers. So, the only thing I'm debating between is D and C for these guys. I think I'm going to put Nagisa as a D, but top D. She has an amazing look. They're Gravier models. They're attractive, obviously. But she's one of the more attractive ones out of the three. And what I think she has going for her above the other two is her debut gear is already miles ahead in terms of design and authenticity than the other two. The other twos look bad. I'm just gonna say that right here. I do not like the other two's gears. I think they're bad. Okay, so Naho Yamada. I didn't get to see her too much in the Rumble. She has an amazing look, very cute, very beautiful. Gear, very good. From what I saw in the match, though, she was okay. She didn't blow me away or anything, but it's really hard to stand out in a Rumble, especially a Joshi Rumble, because they're not used to doing it and they suck at them. They do really bad. And if you hate me for saying that, I don't care. Go look at any Royal Rumble. Any Royal Rumble. Compare that to any Rumble that Stardom or Marigold has pulled off. And it's night and day. Night and day. In terms of quality. All right. So Naho. Right now, I'm gonna put her right here in between Chica and Megaton. I don't know too much about her wrestling. I need to watch more. This one's more on me than her. But from what I saw from that one show, because I believe that is the only show I've seen of her yet. Nanae Takahashi S. Do I even need to explain myself? She's a Joshi legend. I was never a big fan of her when I was covering Stardom because every show or promotion that I would cover where she was a part of, she was always the main belt holder for some reason. It was kind of annoying. And yes, she's very talented, but geez, let someone else get some gold for once, But my opinion has completely changed on her ever since Marigold, because she has taken the unstoppable veteran who's not afraid to put over the younger talent persona, and she has done that very well. She's put over many people since she's Marigold started, and it's looking like she's going to retire without ever winning a singles belt in Marigold. If honestly, there was a moment where I thought she was going to be the first red belt holder. So, good on her. She's going out gracefully, and I really appreciate that, and I know a lot of other people who appreciate that too. So let's go to now. Why do I always pick the wrestlers that's going to cause me the most heartbreak? I love Now. I think she is great. She's my favorite wrestler right now. Only because I don't really watch Stardom anymore. So Momo will always hold a special place in my heart. But I don't really watch her or Stardom. So I can't really say she's my favorite anymore. Now is my favorite. She's amazing at the entertainment. My first instance of watching Now was that Tam versus Tam match in Stardom, where she pretended to be Tam, and I was blown away. I was like, "Wow, this woman is amazing. Why have I never heard of her before?" Now, is she an amazing wrestler? No, she's okay. I would say that she's good, but her entertainment is so high. That's what I like. She reminds me of early Tam. So as of right now, I'm gonna put her in B at the top. Next, we have Natsumi Shizuki. Uh, amazing wrestler. Amazing wrestler. Great look. I like her black outfit better than her red one, I believe. She had just lost her Superfly title. Honestly, I think she is an A card. But do I want to put her before or after Mirai? I think I'm going to put her after Mirai. But she's 100% A, and she 100% is at the top. No matter where she goes, she could be main event star. 100% believe it. She's that talented. She's that good at the entertainment aspect. She has that good of a look. Next, we have Ria Soto, one of the weirdest looking people I've ever seen in my life. But she plays into that. And that's why she looks weird. Because she plays into it. The hairstyle, the JoJo poses. She's very unique, which is good. But unique in a good way. Unlike Megaton, who's unique in a bad way almost, in my opinion. But Rhea is unique in a good way. I think she could really go somewhere one day. I see the passion. I don't know about the fire, but I see the passion. And her new outfit, wow. So good. I don't know who's helping these girls in Marigold design their outfits, but whoever's doing it is doing really good because it was very high quality, very good gear. I love it. Right now she's not very good though, so she's gonna be in D, but she's definitely at the top of D. She is one of the better low cards, I should say. Next we have Ryoko Sakamura. She's one of the Gravier ones. She has a terrible outfit. You know I don't like tassels. I made that very clear. I do not like tassels. And honestly, not a fan of her hairstyle either. I don't think it fits her. So her just appearance, she's very pretty, obviously, but her whole appearance is kind of like a negative for me. But that's just me. People clearly like her visually, so I'm not gonna lower her just because of that. For her skills in the ring, she seems very, very green. Uh, I'm gonna put her right there just with Nagisa. It's you know, they're they're new. They weren't wrestling before this. I can see the passion. Don't know about the fire. Seri Yamaoka. Holy cow. Her debut match against Mirai was amazing. That was one of the better debut matches I've ever seen. She is so talented. She's very pretty. Her gear is okay, I guess. The leg fuzzies are stupid. As long as she doesn't wrestle with those, that's fine. She looks fine. But in terms of being a wrestler, she's got the draw, she's got the prestige, and she's got the raw talent. And she has the passion and the fire. So I'm going to put her up at B right now, in between Now and Koki, which is crazy for a rookie. But I think that's where she's starting off. Utami Hayashishita. You guys know I was not a fan of Utami. Now that I'm going over this list, it kind of seems like they grabbed all the people I wasn't a fan of Stardom and brought them over to Marigold, and then I became a fan of them. Because they just changed. Something about the mentality. It was like they just weren't happy in Stardom or something. And then now that they're in Marigold, maybe they just have more freedom, and it's allowing them to reach their true potential. Because I was not a fan of Utami. I hated her early push. I did not think that she was at the level of her push at the time. After watching that match, I was surprised because the problem is it's with Seti, and she could probably have an amazing match with anyone. But if I remember correctly from the matches that I was watching in Marigold, I was a fan of Utami again. I became a fan. I was like, okay, this isn't too bad. So right now, she is an A, right below Mirai, in my opinion. Next, we have Victoria Yuzuki. Wow, that's an old photo there. Yuzuki is one of the craziest stories I've seen in a while in wrestling. She goes from a rookie to Superfly champion in, I'm assuming, around a year of wrestling, because she took off a couple of months where she wasn't wrestling. She's very new, but she's very good. She's very good. And I think 90% of her being good right now is purely her determination, passion, and fire. Because she has it. She has all three of them. She has an amazing look. I think she's going places. And right now, she is top of B. She is the number one mid-carder in Marigold as of right now. But I don't know yet. I can't say that yet because I haven't finished. But I think she is either the top or one of the top right now, mid-carders. I don't think anyone can even touch her in that aspect. Next, we have Yuki Minami. And out of the three Gravier models that they brought in, she is by far the most attractive. It's not even close. That's my opinion, obviously. If I remember correctly, I believe Ryoko is considered like a really, really top tier Gravier model or something like that. But I like Yuki. Anyway, I believe she won the Rookie of the Year award or something like that, or the tournament, which I don't know how good that is, but she didn't seem that talented. I'm gonna put her a D right there below Rhea. Just like the other ones, I don't know if she has the fire. They all look like they're trying, but you know, they also look like it could just not be for them. Okay, now we got Bozilla. I love Bozilla. She really surprised me. She's one of the few big women wrestlers who are actually strong. There's a problem in women's wrestling, Joshi wrestling primarily, where if you are tall, you're considered strong for some reason. Looking at you, Chica, you're not strong. Please stop doing the giant swings. You're terrible at them. Either get better or stop doing them. But you know what? The Japanese crowd seem to like it. So don't listen to me. But Bozilla is very talented. I really like her. She has a great look. The problem is do I want to put her in A or B? Could she main event any place she goes to? That's the problem. I think right now, I'm going to put her at the bottom of A. I have to. I was going to put her in B, but then I was looking at who I have in B, and I'm like, she's not with them. She's above them. So I just have to. Flying Penguin, I only got to see that one match of her. I don't really know too much about her, but she seemed decent. I'm going to put her right here. Right here with Hummingbird. They're basically tied. I don't really know who's better than the other. I got to see just as much as one as the other, and they both seem fine to me. Julia, you know I'm throwing her up in the S. She's a main event star. No matter where she goes, she was just the NXT Women's Champion. So clearly she's a main event star anywhere she goes. She's got that look. She's got that charisma. She's got that drive, that power. But she's a little botchy sometimes. All right, we got Myla Grace. She was okay. I didn't really like her that much, but she was fine. Um, I'll put her. I'll put her right here in B. She's a solid mid carder. Nagisa Nozaki. Now Nagisa Nozaki is a tough one for me because she. Oh man, she's experienced. She's a veteran, but I don't think her skill level matches that. I don't know if she's just purposely holding back or something. I don't know. Right now she's not an A. I can tell you right that. She's probably right here. No, yeah, I put her right there. She's I just don't really like her that much as a wrestler. She seems kind of boring. Uh, she's like stiff and not in the good way. Nori, I only got to see Nori a couple times. I loved it each time. She is absolutely beautiful. Uh, one of the most beautiful Joshis ever, which is crazy to think because you have Gravier models in that group. um, and she is very talented. I was very surprised because I heard that she was new. She had only wrestled like once or twice. Um, if I'm remembering correctly, she's a legit fighter too. And she was getting in trouble for actually like hurting the other wrestlers or something like that. I don't know how true that was, but I liked her. I thought she was really good. She's going to B. I'm gonna put her right here, just because I think now is not a better wrestler than her technical wise, but she's definitely a better wrestler like entertainment wise. She understands it better. You know what I mean? We got Riata. I didn't really get to see too much of her. She was fine. I don't think she's very talented right now. Um, I'm gonna put her in C. Seti, obviously S. And that's the question though. Do I put her above or below Nanae? I'm gonna put her above Nanae. I think that's the right thing to do. Sadi is a top tier talent. She is one of the best wrestlers ever. And I believe she deserves that spot. I don't think there's anyone I could put above her right now other than maybe like Mayu, Io, Asuka maybe. Yeah. Got Tank. Ooh. I'm gonna put her at the bottom of C. I just don't think that she is good. She's got a good look. I don't know how new she is to wrestling. I'm assuming it's new-ish, like less than 3 years. If that is true, then I she could do great things. If not, then she is plateaued because she's got the strength, she's got the size, she's got the look, but she she doesn't have the fluidity of some like when you watch Bozilla wrestle, it feels natural. When you see Tank wrestle, it feels like she's acting. Yuki Mashiro, didn't get to see too much of her. I do believe she won the Rumble, but in a Rumble, you don't get too many chances to stand out. And even when you are standing out, you're usually standing out with someone else because it's like a team thing usually. But I think she was pretty good. As of right now, I'm going to put her right here in C at the top. That could be a criminally low rating. Feel free to flame me in the comments for it. Last, we got Zeta Steel. I guess D at the top. I didn't like her. I didn't think she was very good. She was entertaining ish sometimes. Her skill level was not very good. She got better, but actually, you know what? I'm gonna put her right there. She's a low mid card, low mid card, like almost bottom low mid card. But yeah, there you go. I have now ranked all of Marigold Only 3 S's, which makes sense. Saudi, Nana, and Julia. I really had to debate whether to put Mariah in there, but I don't think she's there yet. She could be there soon, but I don't think she's there yet. But A, I feel like it's a solid list. Mirai, Utami, Shizuki, Miku, Misa, Mai, and Bozilla. I think that's fair. B, I think the only ones that I'll get like a lot of crap for maybe is Chiaki being so low, Now being so high, Nagisa being so low. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get crap for my B altogether. My C, I feel like I'm probably good on, except for Yuki and Zeta. People are probably gonna flame me for those ones. And D, if you disagree with me on D, any of the Ds, I would love to hear about it in the comments. The only one I can think of that someone might disagree with me on is Komomo, but we'll see. Yeah, all right. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think, where you would have changed things. Bye.